Hello, hello. Strumming. Today we're talking about strumming, alright? Couple foundational things about strumming and then a couple tips and tricks, but really these foundational things, I want to dig into them and make sure you have them. Alright, number one, you probably come across this, just to keep your hand going in rhythm, your strum hand. For me, it's my right hand, so I'm going to just say my right hand. To keep it going in rhythm, alright? So you know when you do down, down, up, down, that's a very common strum. That same rhythm could be played down, 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 up, down, or it could be down, up, down, down. It could be whatever. But with those different ways, your hand is doing all this herky-jerky stuff, and you don't want that. And I'm going to tell you why. When you keep your hand going in rhythm, your down strokes align with the down beats of the music. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, my hand is going down. 1, 2, 3, 4. My ups are on the ups. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It makes it very easy to organize in your brain what you want to hit because this hand is already set. You're just choosing when to hit the strings. If you want to hit the up beat, it's going to be an up stroke, down beat, down stroke. That is a very elegant way for those two things to fit together. There's a lot of things I let my students get away with that like I might do differently. This is not one of them. If they're doing like herky jerky stuff, so that bop 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 instead of like there's no way we're doing that. Okay, the next thing, I love introducing this to people because it really changes the way you strum. You don't need to strum all the strings at the same time, okay? You don't, and you probably most of the time shouldn't. The guitar has 6 strings. It's actually like a little orchestra, you know, with low, middle, high. There's 6 strings. All right, so check it out. Say I'm going like this. I'm playing A minor, G, F. All right? I'm playing basically the whole, it's hard for me to even do it, but I'm playing the whole, strumming the whole thing. I've talked about this before, but I'm talking about it again. So I could also go boom, 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 boom. Basically the bass notes, boom, 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 boom. Now I'm gonna bring my middle in. Hear that other line? That wasn't there before. Now I can bring in my highs. I use all of them. I'm going middle, low, high. Middle, low, high. Middle, low, high, 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 low, high. Middle, low, high. Middle, low, high. Especially during the song to build tension, whatever, like, you know, that's totally different than when you open it up or when you just break it down like this. It's totally different. And you know what? Let's say I'm just hitting these high strings. now I'm not even playing the rest of the chord. That's often how you can create parts, rhythm parts. You know, maybe there's a bass player you're playing with a band. Instead of playing this whole, the whole chords, you're just playing a little piece. Even just the top two strings, watch. Even splitting those up. Possibilities are endless, and I'm just doing all downs right now, you know, to focus on how you can break apart, make this an orchestra, you know, and I think you understand what I'm saying. I think you get it. When you start breaking up the strings like this, you can come up with riffs really easy, and in fact, a lot of riffs, that's where they came from, like Sweet Home Alabama, which I just did the roots only tutorial with. This is just a D chord. Nothing's moving here to make this riff happen. And then this is like a, you know, C9, C add 9. That's just a G. So these fingers are not moving to do that riff. This is where a lot of riffs come from, just the chord, but choose your notes with the right hand. All right? That leads nicely into the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is people want to riff, you know, in between chords, like kind of like that Sweet Home Alabama thing, and they're like, how do I do it? And there's a bunch of stuff to learn, which I will teach you at other times about, you know, knowing the scale, knowing what notes are available for you to use in your riffs. But the very first thing to do to try to riff with your chords is just doing what we're talking about, which is using the notes that you already have right there. So for example, let's do A major 7 and D major 7. All right? So, you know, you could have a strum. But now you could add a little something. Alright, so that's our basic thing. Bom, ba bom. Now what if I just pick two different strings? Bom, ba bom. It's an automatic variation. It's the exact same rhythm, you're just picking two different strings and you have this variation of the riff. Now, let's say we move those chords. This is A major 7 right here and D major 7. So, notes available, or you can do it up here. Depending on what chord you're playing, maybe if you're playing up the neck, then you're doing the same thing with this hand, but new notes emerge because the chord is changing. If you want to start riffing in between chords, start with this. Just riff on the notes that your left hand already has down. Another thing you can do to get a little riffy is hammering on. I mean, it depends what key you're in, but for the most part, you can hammer on different notes in your chord. Like if I'm on a D, second fret of the D string. I'm not having to use any other notes. Let's say you don't know what scale is appropriate for this chord, just hammer. This is a little more of a relaxed video than I usually do. I don't know if it's rambling, I don't know. You guys tell me. It seems a little random what videos do well and what don't. So I'm relaxing a little bit and just like, hey, you know what? Let me just try to tell these people some things that I know. And hopefully you'll tell me what you want to learn. Just comment. Let me know. I definitely want to work on soloing. I want to teach you how to solo the real way. Not position-based soloing, but music-based soloing is another thing I want to do. So those are some strumming things. I hope those help. See you later.